What's up guys, it's Denodon here, and today we are back in Star Citizen, where today I'm taking a look at the Anvil Gladiator. Now last time I did a video in the Super Hornet, which if you remember was a two-seat air superiority fighter type thing. Now what this is a two-seater bomber, both of which are still designed for carriers. Only what does it do to make it different from the fighter, you may ask? Well, I'll show you. First of all, we'll show these wings here. They've got 4 missiles on each wing, so there's 8 missiles in there. And you also, in this bomb bay under here, get more missiles, which I can't show you at the moment, but I'll tell you they are there. You can use them at the moment, they're in the HUD. And then this is the two-seater in that you've got a turret at the back, as you can probably see, the guns that give it weird ears. And then it's got, this long antenna on the nose. Now, this one's wings don't fold back, but they do have these little skids that come down, so it's a little different. And you will notice that other than the turret, it only has these 2 guns here, the bearings, so it has less guns and more missiles, so if you're more of a missile person, this ship is probably for you. But if we keep on moving, we'll show you around a bit more what it looks like from behind. So instead of the big thruster that the Super Hornet has, this has 2 smaller engines. I suppose because it's a bomber, it doesn't have, the same agility or maneuverability as the Super Hornet. And of course it doesn't. It's a bit heavier than that, but that's to be expected because, well, it's a bomber, intended primarily to go against bigger ships. But let's board it, shall we? So the way you board it is rather than a ladder coming down, you literally go under the nose here, and the chairs come down from the top. If you can see up there, there's the chairs. So we need to get in the right position, and we just had the use cursor. Now, the camera glitches out a bit doing this, but basically what happens is the seat comes down, you climb in it, and then, yep, you can see it's a bit messy because, well, animation and alpha, and then you go up into the cockpit, or in this case the turret, because I got in the rear bit, and yes, you can see it glitched like that, which is kind of funny. So actually, if you've not seen this before, let me get the right angle. This is the ship, you can see, it looks fine, but then you've got the guy just floating in midair, and it looks really ridiculous. I mean, look at that. I mean, he's still flying the ship. Well, not the ship, the turret. Like, if you look, his hands are... Oh, if I can get it right. His hands are moving, so... he's doing something there. He just looks very uncomfortable and unnatural doing it. But he can shoot the guns, so I suppose that's something on his hands. But yeah, it's not really the ideal flying position now, is it? So we've got to get out of this again. Oh, actually I took off. That's a bit of a mistake. I shouldn't have taken off, but there we go. Oh well, welcome to the wonderful world of early access, or alpha. So yes, there you go, you can watch that seat thing folds away, and the guy is left floating behind on what is a very blurry ship, because the camera for some reason decided this is blurry. But let's go for a fly now, just boost away, and yes, he's just gonna chill there, I think. I don't even know what's going on. I haven't seen this bug in a while, and I've seen people posting pictures of it, but never really thought, it was a big deal until now, and now that is just, wow. That is like the definition of awesome. People want the Drake Dragonfly for going around. Who needs that when you can already do it in your Gladiator and just chill out, No deal, no big deal, rather. He's just gonna hang there, He can fly into the sunset and blind himself or whatever. But yeah, actually, I can't show you the HUD really. I sort of can show you here, but in the not direct way. You briefly saw the cockpit. But yes, you can see on the side we've got a whole lot of missile racks and the 2 belly bay python mounts or pylon mounts. So those are obviously where you would stick your weapons and things. And yes, the ship flies relatively well. It's a bit more cumbersome than, say, the Super Hornet. But, like I said, it's a bomber. That should be expected. And it looks alright, it flies alright. It's got the magical suspended guy of mystery. So, that's something going for it as well. And yes, so if you want a ship like this, and you don't mind hanging on outside the ship, it might be for you. It is limited time as well, just like the Super Hornet. So maybe you'll want to wait until it comes back, but you can always get it with REC if you really want to try it. But until then, I'm Denodon, this is Star Citizen, safe landings.